Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Jabadeomi, and this is my 21st birthday. So, technically, right now, I'm recording by 10:52. This 10:52, July 17, and I'm probably will be hearing this on my birthday early in the morning when I'll probably read this or after this night, maybe into my birthday morning or whatever. And I'll release it. But I have to do it, so it's just something I have to do. So yeah, how have you been? How have you guys been doing? So I would say it's been a while. It's been a while since March. So it's like April, May, June, and July. So it's been 4 months. I think I've only released like one podcast this year, or like one or two, and maybe one video, one writing. It's been a very slow year, I won't lie to you. Maybe because of school. So update because I think I've dropped an update on like two other episodes. I have like three in drafts, but I haven't edited them. But you guys probably hear it for sure. So I just graduated last month. So I just did my final year and everything. Thank God for that. It's been a very busy year with work and everything. So I haven't had time to catch up with you guys. And just see how everything is going. But hopefully, this second half of the year, which we're already in, I would be more effective or like more. I'll show up more, I guess. So I just have to finish some current projects and then maybe I'll work on my website and then from there I'll start pushing out content. So this year, as you know, there's some things that there's some things in life that you don't really know what you want, right? But then you know what you don't want. And this year has taught me that it has taught me certain things on how I do not want to live my life. I don't want to be working 24/7 without having time to, like create. Like when I mean by working, I mean like a professional side of like software engineering. I don't want to be coding all day, every day without having time to like, create, like do podcasts or write, so do videos, like design and stuff. That's not how I want to live my life. That was another thing I ended because I haven't had time to create stuff. I don't want to live my life like that. I mean, software engineering too is like creating software, but then like I still need this creative side of me. It's very important. So I don't want to be that guy. That's one thing I realized this past 6 months. I don't want to live my life like that. I haven't been online. I've been busy. I haven't been posting. Like that's not how I want to live my life. No, no. So most of the times, I was busy with school, but free time was just work. So no podcast, nothing. And then what I also realized in the past 6 months, 2 years, that money is a very hard thing to come by. To like your initial start of like making money is gonna be very hard, but then like as you progress, it's gonna become a whole lot easier. But it's just like there's this machine. I don't want to say the name. Maybe it's a elliptical machine in like doing in a gym where when you're trying to get it started, it's very very hard. But then when you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, it spins very fast. So I mean that's like the thing with money. People see money and you just build people. I mean, like in our generation, you just see somebody and you just build the person. Maybe the person is like maybe going out something. You just build the person, or maybe the person is buying something. Maybe the person you just post a picture. You just build the person. The funny thing is that money is very very hard to make. The thing is, if you don't know how hard it is to make money until you start to make money yourself, or like you're trying to make money, it's very very hard, very very difficult. It gets easier, but then in the first initial years, months, whatever, depending on your own timeline, it's very very hard. But then like if you want to live soft life, you want to get this, like go somewhere or eat this, but then it's not fun. It's not a fun experience to actually make the money. It's not a very fun experience. So that was something I also learned. I also need to optimize this aspect of my life. Hopefully, as years go by, it's easier to make money for with less efforts, like using leverage, like like having software or services I rent out, like leveraging people. But maybe I'll do like a business episode some other time. And yeah, that's why I haven't created much, but I hope it all changes. So now, concept of age, because I remember I don't have the book of the one I wrote for last year because I left that in school, but then I remember that concept of age because I was one that wrote the script. So 21, the concept of age feels very old. I feel like I'm really old already. I feel like in a very short time I'll just start having back pains and I'll have to start using wheelchair, man. I'm start growing grey hair and everything. I'll start balding. You know, I feel very old. I won't lie to you. I don't even. I'm old. 21 relatively doesn't sound old though. I'm not even like half of my expected lifespan. Then it seems very old. I won't lie to you. It seems very, very, very old. So yeah, I just have that old age feeling. I guess maybe it's just the idea that I'm reaching the age of starting to be alone, where I cannot depend on my parents anymore. I can't depend on like my uncles or like just family. Like you have to actually start making your own bread, and like making your own bread, but then making your own bread and being sustainable with it. Like you make your own money, but then like it can actually sustain you. You don't still need like external help. I mean, you still need external help for sure, but then like that's just the way I feel about it. I feel like I've reached the stage for the fact that I'm turning 21 and for the fact that I've actually graduated. So my external help is going to reduce drastically. So now I have to think about how to make the bread or like how to make money on my own, which is very good because when the earlier you dive into it, the better it is in the long run, in the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years, depending on the kind of work you're doing. But then I don't know, I feel old. And what did I learn since last year? That's like the important question because like what can you learn from what I've learned and stuff like that. The thing is that you hardly think about it, but then every time you procrastinate or you put something off, you say you want to create this, you say you want to work on this podcast or design this, like start this business or write that script for your new YouTube video or like start a new book, you the time keeps going. You say you're going to do something next week, but then the week before, okay, let me give an example now. Um, let's say I'm going to do something Friday today, right? And then I say like, you know what, let me just do it next week Friday. And next week Friday comes, you might eventually do, you might not eventually do. But then we don't think about it that a week has actually gone by. Like a week has actually passed you by. And that's how life goes. That's how time goes very, very, very fast. You just close your eyes and you're 22, you're 23, you're 24. You close your eyes, you're like 25. No, no, no. You close your eyes, you're like 22, 23, 24. You're like okay, 24. I'm still relatively young. Why not? Close your eyes again, like you're 26. Like, yo, because 25 always jumps for people. I don't know why. Like, I'm 26. Like, and then you close your eyes again, you're 28. Close your eyes again, you're 29. Close your eyes again. Oh, you're celebrating your 30th birthday, and that's how it's going to be. And during this time, you'll be doing stuff. You'll be living like in autopilot. You'll be living like an NPC, and just doing work. Just random work for you to get by. But all your old dreams and goals and aspirations, you're never going to really accomplish it because you're always putting it off. You're always saying that, oh, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this later. Maybe in a week, maybe in a month. Maybe when I have this amount of capital. Maybe when I have this gadget or this idea or experience or whatever. So think about it. Life keeps going very fast, and sooner or later you're going to get old and wrinkly, and you're going to have time. And when you're old and wrinkly and your back hot, you're not going to have that energy to pursue your basketball dreams anymore. So that's something to actually think about. Also, to focus on the important things. Leave the social media trends for people that do social media trends, man. It's not as if it's a problem per se, but then if you really want to like get to work or like have things doing or like just have things in motion, all social media trends, just let it go, man. The Snapchat trends and the TikTok trends. You can do that in your free time, but when it eats into your time to get the job done, then you need to cut stuff. You need to limit that. Social media trends, cut that off. The gossips, the whole friendship drama and everything, and relationship drama. Relationships are okay. I mean, that's fine. But like the whole drama of like juggling multiple people at the same time and this and this person wants to do this. Yeah, let that go, man. And just focus on you. Just focus on the work you have to do and what you have planned, what you have scheduled. Just focus on the work itself. You don't have to do anything too crazy. That's the thing about life. You have goals, you have dreams. Focus on those goals, focus on those dreams. Plan yourself, structure yourself, schedule things. You know, just pursue it, man. Life is too short to hesitate, and just be looking all about and everything. Before I have some stuff written here, but I hope I don't forget it. But so I was just gonna say is that I was thinking about something about graduating, and it's that at the end of the day, life is always going to pass you by. Like people, you're always going to be alone. And there's always going to be you and you. I wanted to record an episode of like it's a lonely road. I think that's what I wanted to say. It's a lonely road. That's what I wanted to name the episode of how at the end of the day it's always just you and you doing things. You come to this earth alone and you're going back alone. And in during that section of time, you're going to meet people, you're going to experience things, you're going to, you know, um, have children, like marry and stuff. But at the end of the day, at the end of all the old glimmers and the shimmers and everything, it's still always you and you. You're always the one waking up, and you're always the one fighting those internal battles and the mental health struggles and the all those other stuff. At the end of the day, it's always just going to be you and your inner voice. I mean, I heard that some people don't have inner voices, but if you have inner voice, it's you and your inner voice. So that was something I realized that moving forward, when you get older, it starts to get a bit lonely. But I won't call it loneliness because maybe because I'm used to it. Not as I'm used to loneliness. I'm just used to enjoying isolation, like just being enjoying myself and my time. But then like just the idea that people won't call you, like that important. People are not just going to randomly call you that, oh, I just remembered you, and start like guilt tripping them. Everybody's busy. Everybody's trying to make ends meet. Like as I'm busy as I am like this now, because I'm recording this at can you imagine I'm recording this by 11:07. This is 11:07 the night before my birthday. Busy as I'm that busy. You get I don't have time to be calling you that. I mean I'll probably remember you, but then I won't have time to call you. Yeah, and you taking it as a big deal. I mean that's on you, man. Because anyway, the life is life is just you and you, and I don't expect anybody to call me. If nobody calls me on my birthday, I mean, would I feel bad? Possibly, but then like everybody's busy, man. Besides, the birthday you come and to go. As long as I celebrate myself, I'll be alright. That's the thing. At the end of the day, as long as you know that it's you and you, just show up for yourself. It's like this now. I'm not expecting anybody to celebrate my birthday for me. I'll celebrate my birthday by myself, for myself, and I'll enjoy it. And that's it. And if anybody comes through, somebody comes through. If somebody comes through, that's it. I just did it for me. Because at the end of the day, it's just me and me. So I hope that gives you guys an idea of that. So my next point is that never be afraid to do anything. If you have a song that you just sang, even though the voice is not, even though you're not feeling the production, you're not feeling this, just release it, man. Nobody cares. Anybody that cares, listen to it. They'll probably diss it. They'll move on in like a day or two. But your song is going to be out there forever. So anything you want to do, if you want to release a song, if you want to write a poem, if you want to do a video or a podcast, sounds like shit. As long as you're not doing anything crazy with it, but as long as you're doing it with the purest of your intentions and you know that okay, this is the best I can put out right now at the moment with what's the available resources that I can gather, then just do man, just do your thing. Just do it. Don't think about anything else. Just do what you have to do. Don't be afraid to do anything. You want to ask for a job, you want to pitch something to someone, just do it, man. You never know what can happen. Don't be too concerned with keeping appearances. So that's another thing. Noted, like, people want to dress a certain way. People want to carry a certain phone. I mean, it's nice. I mean, if I had the money to, I'll get some certain things. But then, like, don't be too concerned with keeping up appearances. Don't be too concerned with showing up here with this or showing up there with that. Just focus on what you have going on. If you have the money to get it, you can get it. If you don't have the money, just focus, man. Just focus, 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 focus. Focus is like the most important thing right now. I guess in my age, in my age bracket right now, 21, like, trying to build yourself up and like trying to build yourself up for your family, or like if you want to build a family, or like if you want to just build yourself, like your career or anything. Focus is very important. You don't have to like be working 24/7, but like focus on the important things, what things that really matter. I think I have an episode about important things, or like focusing on important stuff. I will check it out. If I don't, then I think I wrote something about it. Yeah, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll link it in the description. Yeah, don't be concerned with keeping appearances, and anything that does not concern you, don't interfere. I mean, anything that's not your business, just mind your business, man. Really, not if it doesn't concern you, just mind your business. Just clear that mental clutter on your head. Don't stress yourself with things that do not really affect you in any direct way, shape, or form. And life will test you. Life will do things that you don't want you to. That life will make you do things that you don't want to do. But you have to keep the big picture in mind. You have to understand that everything happens for a reason. And then, as long as you're on the path that you're still alive, there's always a way. There's always something you can do to make your situation better, even though it looks gloomy and all and shit. But then, like how life has a way of balancing itself out. That's what I like to tell myself, and I believe it's also very true. That life has a way of balancing itself out. So just chill and just enjoy the ride, to be honest. And keep things lighthearted. Don't be gloomy all the time. Don't be too serious. I used to be very serious, but now I'm usually like I'm cool sometimes. Sometimes I'm serious, but then like any day just be chill, man. Life is not really. It's not. Life says it do or die affair. It's not really do or die affair, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, none of us is coming out alive. So there's no really first place to life. Just do what you can. Need the rest. Just try to enjoy yourself with it. And I think that's it. That's what I would do. I could have written more if I had more time, but then I want this to be like I want you to just listen to this and just think about you yourself and your life and how you're living it, and what do you want for yourself when you on your birthday, maybe on your birthday, or maybe you can use your birthday as a placeholder for like when Jabba releases his 22nd year birthday podcast. I want to know that I have done this and I've done that. And just you don't have to do it for anybody, you just have to do it for yourself. You just have to show up for yourself and create stuff for yourself and make money for yourself. I mean, to benefit others in your family or your friends or whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you're doing it for yourself first and yourself alone. And that is very, 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 very important. So yeah, um, I hope I could record more, but that's how far I could go. My brain is tapped out right now, like it's fried, and the time. So yeah, hopefully maybe I could record a part two. I don't know, probably just record another podcast episode at some point. But yeah, guys, happy birthday to me. I'm 21. So I think I'm like the legal age to drink in the United States. I think the legal age in Africa or Nigeria is 18. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't like booze. But then, I don't know, my voice is sounding dull. I'm sorry. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me on this one. Thank you for, waiting for me. Thank you for listening to this. And, hopefully I'll catch you in an episode. Definitely I'll catch you in an episode. And I promise it doesn't take this long to drop another episode again. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have listened to this, then that's really my birthday gift. So don't have to do too much. And yeah, I will check you in another one. Peace. Maybe I should play birthday song here.